This is Chad Mulvogue. Back to Rusco. Small ground here at Kramer Street, Nudge. He played some footy here in your time as Jetta brings it down the line. Has got unique dimensions.
Yeah, really straight wing here too. So you see Kelly and Bianco trying to shuffle by hand, which is normally the right way to play, and then you get opportunities like this. So through the middle go the Pies. Tom Wilson, first touches an opposing player here at Preston. It gets through hands. Kruger, beautiful tap to Glover. Pies with the first. It's taken by Longmire. Gets it off to Steen, who tumbles one forward. Tricky for Kruger to trap. There's Bullants of foot. Kruger thought about kicking. Gives it to Tom Wilson on the Collingwood AFL list. Kruger's kick smothered. Johnson was slow. Won't be fully penalised. He will. Spencer Johnson, who played in a premiership with Altona in the Western Region Footy League last year, charged with the kicking duties, gives it up. Carmichael, one of 13 AFL-listed Collingwood players. Kruger had the sit, has the mark.
Lockie Tardra, a veteran of this team. Game number 89 this afternoon. 7th year in the system. Delivers towards the top of the square. Steen over the top, takes a massive hang.
Oh, we've seen some aerial supremacy this afternoon from a few players. That's a great grab.
It's November of last year, trying to get a spot over the summer in the SSP. Did so.
The age gap, all of 5 years. Carmichael, inboard, right pitch, perfect for Mulvogue, who was perhaps given a little bit of the benefit of the doubt from the Richards effort. Mulvogue finds space, and on cue, it's Junior.
A fumble there from Sexton, now puts himself under some pressure. Worked off it by Huswaite, taken by Tom Mitchell Sr. Back to Huswaite. He pops a handball over the top. McRae through the middle of the ground. Carmichael, here's that linking run. Good burying tackle there from Dan O'Dwyer.
Well done. Change the angles a bit, kick it off the line. Don't just go long to a really predictable spot like they did with their last forward 50 entry.
Spencer Johnson.
Same kick, same result.
Off the hands of Steen. And Collingwood get some numbers to it. Velasaris, tight angle, works it back, right towards the square. Kelly tried to punch it away, still alive. The fall-away snap from Sardell Hooley is magnificent. 13 shots to 3, yet they only trail by 25 points. Had the game in their control, but unable to really dominate it and put it away on the scoreboard early. Johnson will go long to the outer side of the ground. Bianco at the front, good strong grab.
Yeah, he's having a really good afternoon, Trent Bianco. Everything he touches, they get a result out of the Pies.
8th touch for him coming up. Bianco goes towards the top of the square, big pack of players, gets to the back, Tom Wilson. Kruger, McInnes finds a way through this time and pops it through for a goal.
Maribyrnong Park, as he referenced, and emulates his cousin Luke, who of course went from not being able to make an Essendon VFL list to Coburg, and then he has become a star in the AFL with Fremantle. Ants into attack once again. They're having a better term here. Grace, wild, snaps. They loved it off the boot, and rightly so. Split ball now for Bianco to McRae. Inboard for Draper, sets himself for a chip forward. Excellent close down work from Johnson on Carmichael. Honey, back to Fairley. Can they find this ball? They can. Barling in motion, runners to the outside. Velasaris. Meandering run Grace, and they give it back. It's the handball errors that are letting the Bullants down here. Bianco to Tardru, off to the races. Murley shapes it. Carmichael has Tom Wilson, a pair of them inboard. It gets to Junior now at the crumb with the snap. And finally, Collingwood, through effort, have another one.
It's when they get this run and carry and link from behind, they look so dangerous. McRae, Valanis had to stand and wait. That allowed King to run him down. Couldn't quite stop the handball coming out. Maley taken off it by Huswaite. Play on the call. Tom Wilson Sr. can go to Glover, who's got some space inside 50. He can pop it over the top. And Tom Wilson Jr. can trot into an open goal and kick his third. Can he turn and find a target inside 50? He'll go short to Velasaris. He'll hand it off fairly. Back to Velasaris. Can he find someone? That is a daisy cutter pass. Absolutely perfect onto the chest of Nathan Honey.
Brilliant kick inside the forward 50, lowered the eyes, kicked it off the line as well. I think that little handball 1-2 just threw the Collingwood defenders off a little bit who were backpedaling, created a nice little pocket of space.
Bullants need this one. Had a good quarter and then Collingwood went whack. Kicked a couple to blow the lead out. Honey to draw it back, and he does. First of the afternoon for Nathan Honey. Third for the Bullants. Marching back to 29 points.
A good crowd on the terraces behind him. Saris. For Smith, a more conventional mark. Not really typically part of his game. They retreat again. Kelly in front, had the height advantage on Johnson, receives from Murley. Over the top, turnover opportunity for Glover. Sits it up for Longmire. Velasaris the fist. Smith, a handball to no one in particular. Puts Fairley under pressure. Gives Glover the steal, the snap, the goal.
Good on you, we appreciate it. We're enjoying watching you emerge here in the VFL. We'll let you get back into the action.
Cheers, mate, appreciate it.
Thanks to Baker Smith. Great young character here at Preston. Hawley tries to get on the end of it. Almost had the arms chopped. He looks up, wants an option. He's got Velasaris. That's where he was looking, and he sold the misdirection well. It's just that Huswaite managed to get across. And now he dishes it off to Tom Wilson, and suddenly the Pies turn defence into attack.
The slingshot well and truly engaged here for the black and white. Glover body on body with Morris. It gets to the back. Kohler's there. Needs to rush it. Kruger has stolen it off him. How? Win over Box Hill yesterday, but what the Bullants would give for Brandon Ryan right now as a target to do something like this man, Sam Glover, who's having a huge say on proceedings. He puts it into the hands of Oscar Steen.
Young, inexperienced group that haven't played a lot of football together, and we know that continuity's a really big thing for success. That'll come with time and games under their belt, those little connection moments.
Free kick to Sari, who's adapted well to the level. Wild with a pressured kick. Kelly launched over Ramu Leotis. Bianco shapes it wide in the sun for Murley, who did well to protect the ball and take the mark. Wants to keep it in motion. Good pressure, Sexton. Hurries after Murley. McRae's in space, and Collingwood are loading up again forward. Glover couldn't take it. Valanis deserving of a goal. Dribbles along the carpet. Valanis joins the party.
This is where the difficulties come. Getting it inside 50 and hitting a target. The Collingwood defence have been supreme in the air. That's a great fly from Maley.
Just needs to go back and kick accurately.
The son of the great Paul Maley, Australian basketball legend. And the mailman delivers his first goal in VFL football. Well done, Finn. 8 touches, 5 marks. If he didn't see the game ago, he's had a quiet day, but geez, worked hard for the team. Can he get some reward himself here? Yes, he can. Well played, John Romeliotis.
Repeat entries here for the home side. Jetta in the right spot to knock it away. In fact, Air will just take it straight out of it.
Spent much of his time at Essendon up forward. Been repurposed as a defender. Spent a bit of time down back for the Bombers. But at Collingwood, they've got him at the back end of the ground. He's doing a great job. Valanis scoots away from Nikolovsky and has a bounce. Handball inside for Mulvogue. Valanis keeps going, but the ball goes inboard instead to McRae. McInnes will get over the back. Here's an opportunity for Kruger. Just needs to pick it up and does. Nathan's got 3.
Kruger in some peril, 100 metres away from Sexton's kick.
Right ankle.
Wilds, almost the mark. Air missed the fist. Mulvogue on clean-up duties. Well done, Sexton, who's been involved in the whole sequence of play in the last minute. Nathan Kruger in a bad way back in the goal square as Velasaris takes the diving mark. Kruger can't put any weight on that right ankle. Ben Ham, chance for his first VFL goal. Also on the Northern Knights list this season. He's playing well at both levels. Now, what's the adjudication here? Ryan wants to push. Maley's claiming the mark. Give Ben Ham the goal.
Barling thought about the give to Velasaris, went himself. It was smothered by McRae, just crashing through. Well played. The first game of Grace, that was outstanding. Amazing from Grace as he swings it wide. Nikolovsky to half forward. Gets to the back. Here's an opportunity here for Laurie. High kick, stand underneath it. Romeliotis at the front. Mulvogue at the back, takes him to ground. It'll be a free kick.
Yeah, and you know what? He's got it stolen off him. Go!
Oh, no. And Wiles kicked the goal. He's second.
McRae, Draper hoping to get on perhaps of the end of a hand pass. It was Huswaite to Steen, then Draper. Now to Carmichael. Dusts his way clear of O'Dwyer. Chips cleverly on the outside of the boot for Glover, who's pointed to the goals by Longmire.
1-3 in that third quarter. Glover, he was everywhere but didn't convert his opportunities. Good unselfish bit of football there from Josh Carmichael. Could have easily straightened himself up and had a shot, but saw Sam Glover work really hard into that forward pocket.
In familiar surrounds this afternoon, time on the Northern Blues list. A premiership here with West Preston Lakeside back in 2018. As Jace mentioned, he's been a rock-solid member of Collingwood's VFL team these last few years. And that's the best of his three today.
He won't die wondering, Finn Maley. He flies for everything and he's going to come off to collect himself. More big flies. Glover over the top. Great grab. It has been an outstanding exhibition of overhead pack marking today. There's been a lot of packs, in fairness, the way the game's been played. But, geez, they've been just flying for hangers from the opening minute.
Yeah, plenty of highlights, haven't there? And that's a great pack mark. The key rule is a defender. If your man flies, you need to fly with him. And he got a bit of a free running jump at it, Sam Glover.
Still just 26 years of age, Sam Glover. Really interesting prospect. He's got some talent. He's shown it this afternoon. This for his fourth goal, his seventh shot this afternoon. Can take a mark. Generally an excellent finisher at goal, and he slots that one. Wild, Smith, Ham. Back towards Zach Morris on the wing. That's a really well-judged mark. He's done some good things at both ends today, Zach Morris, 20-year-old from Launceston.
You'll have to be patient. There's not many options forward.
Just overhits the kick to Honey, which opens the door here for Huswaite. He's immediately tackled by Richards. Mulvogue's handball into space. Tassari runs onto it. Nikolovsky into the middle of the ground. Standing and waiting. Sexton wasn't aware of Collingwood player, and Murley was right there. Murley sets off in pursuit of Velasaris.
Great work.
Runs him down. Brilliantly played. Umpire says play on. It's still there for the Ants. Handball over the top. Barling. Velasaris got up, went again, and kicks the goal.
Richards cued the kick. Murley again awake to it. He's had some good moments defensively. Bianco to Wilson, who marks. Keep it moving or have a look at a fourth. Tom Wilson to kick four for the second time this year in the VFL.
He does.
5 multiple goal kickers. Their forwards are filling up. 2 years ago, Steen was SSP on the eve of the season this year.
Been good pickups, haven't they? And what a difference it can make to your list if you can pick up a couple of those free swings. We've seen the likes of John Newcomb and Marlon Pickett in the mid-season draft in recent times, and what a difference it can make to your list if you don't have to use draft capital on them. Here comes Ben Ham, who's done a couple of nice things today. And there's another one. He's kicked his second.
Fumbles it forward. Collingwood in the end, comfortable winners, but credit to the Bullants who carved out 6 final quarter goals.